My name is Sarah, and I've always been fascinated by the paranormal. Ever since I was a kid, I loved reading books and watching shows about ghosts, aliens, and other mysteries. I wanted to be a journalist so I could investigate these stories and find out the truth. I studied hard, got my degree, and moved to Los Angeles, hoping to land a job as a reporter and a new adventure in life. But I never expected to find myself in the middle of a dark and dangerous mystery that would change my life forever. I still remember the hell I went through that day. It was a hot, sunny afternoon in July, and I had just moved to Los Angeles. I was driving along the busy streets of Hollywood, looking for a place to stay, when I spotted a rundown, boarded-up house on a hill. It looked like it had been forgotten by time, and yet it had a strange charm that caught my eye. I later learned that the house had a notorious reputation among the locals. They called it the Whispering House, because of the eerie sounds that came from it at night. They said it was haunted by the restless spirits of those who had died there. They told me stories of famous actors, singers, and writers who had lived there and met their tragic ends. They warned me to stay away from it, but I couldn't resist. I became obsessed with the house and its history. I spent hours researching its origins and its secrets. I discovered that it was built by a mysterious figure named Nathaniel Blackwood, who was rumored to be a talented producer. He had allegedly placed a curse on the house, making it a gateway to the underworld and a magnet for evil forces. He had also disappeared without a trace, leaving behind a legacy of scandal and mystery. I decided to visit the house one night, hoping to find some clues to its mysteries. I brought a flashlight, a camera, and a recorder with me, hoping to capture some evidence of the paranormal. I entered the house through a broken door and was immediately greeted by an oppressive atmosphere of dread. The house was dark, dusty, and decayed, filled with old posters, magazines, and memorabilia. I could hear faint whispers and footsteps echoing through the halls as if someone or something was watching me. I explored the house, looking for anything that might shed some light on its past. I found old scripts, diaries, and letters that hinted at Blackwood's shady dealings and affairs. I also found traces of drugs, alcohol, and weapons that suggested violence and addiction. I felt a chill run down my spine as I realized that I was walking in the footsteps of a madman. I also started experiencing strange phenomena within the house. I heard voices calling my name, whispering threats and taunts in my ear. I saw shadows moving in the corners of my eyes, darting across the rooms. I felt cold hands touching me, grabbing me, pulling me. I smelled perfume and smoke in the air. I felt like I was losing my mind. I tried to escape, but it was too late. The house had trapped me inside its walls, preventing me from leaving. It seemed to have a will of its own, manipulating reality and bending time and space. It wanted me to stay there forever, to become one of its victims. I don't know how long I was there, but it felt like an eternity. I endured countless horrors and torments within the house, barely surviving each encounter. I lost track of who I was and what I was doing there. I became a prisoner of the house. I don't know how I managed to escape, but somehow I did. I found a way out of the house, breaking free from its grip. I ran as fast as I could, never looking back. I left behind everything I had brought with me, including my camera and recorder. I didn't care about them anymore. All I wanted was to get away from that hellish place. I left the city as soon as possible, never returning to Los Angeles or the Whispering House again. I tried to forget what had happened there, but it still haunts me to this day. Sometimes I still hear whispers in my dreams or see shadows in my room. Sometimes I wonder if the curse is still on me, or if the house is still waiting for me. I don't know why I'm telling you this story now, but maybe it will help me find some closure or peace of mind. Maybe it will warn others not to make the same mistake as me. Maybe it will finally end this nightmare. But maybe not.